Imagine you're trapped in an elevator between floors. Your fellow captives? A boomer with printouts from the dawn of the digital age. A Gen X armed with indie band references and a suspicious amount of hair gel. A millennial who has already updated their LinkedIn profile to include elevator survival skills, and a Zoomer who, let's be frank, isn't sure if they should help or record a TikTok about the ordeal. Welcome to today's workplace, a melting pot where different generations often find themselves elbow to elbow, armed with their distinct worldviews, all while trying to decode the Wi-Fi password and each other's intentions. The baby boomers' office dinosaurs are seasoned senseis.
The boomers are often unfairly dubbed the dinosaurs of the office, perhaps because they cling to their beloved paper trails like a T-Rex to its last tooth.
Born in a time when phones were tied to walls and conversations weren't peppered with acronyms, their approach to work is a testament to the era. Loyalty and a hard hat's determination. Don't be fooled by their habitual printing. Their wisdom circulates the office like well-steeped tea, potent and essential. Their penchant for face-to-face meetings may seem archaic, but this generation mastered the art of negotiation across a real table, not a virtual platform. They prefer phone calls to texts and remember your birthday without a Facebook reminder. Despite the age, they harbor a treasured arsenal of experience that could outshine Google at its best. Yet, navigating the latest tech trends often becomes their workplace Everest, admirable, but a tad perilous. It's a balancing act. Boomers advocate for hierarchy and structure in an increasingly flat and agile workplace. They are the repositories of not just memos and minutes, but of a company's culture and history, tales on how previous dragons were slain, or how the Great Paper Jam of '89 was resolved. Generation X, the middle child of workforce generations?
Wedged uncomfortably between the revolutionary boomers and the idealistic millennials are the Gen Xers, often overlooked yet fiercely independent and ironically the stable backbone of many organizations.
They're the cool uncles and aunts who actually figured out how to set the VCR clocks, but rebelled with grunge and skateboards. In the workplace, Gen Xers strike a fine blend of old-school work ethic and a question authority mentality, making them invaluable bridges between tradition and innovation. They possess the cynicism to doubt corporate jargons, yet the pragmatism to know which battles to pick. Flexible yet serious, determined yet unassuming, they balance snark with spark and tasks with practical jokes. Unimpressed by titles and hype, they value results, give them autonomy, not trophies, and maybe keep an extra coffee pot in the break room. Nostalgia has them convinced coffee tasted better before Starbucks became a thing. Ah, millennials, the generation everyone has an opinion about.
Born into the dawn of the internet era, we maneuver through digital landscapes as effortlessly as we rack up student debt. Critical to our credo, flexibility, and purpose. We don't just work, we seek a quest, preferably with Wi-Fi access.
They've turned the tables, demanding more from jobs than just pay. They yearn for meaning, sustainability, and frankly, a decent Instagrammable office layout. Accustomed to assertive baby boomers and cynical Gen Xers, they bring boundless optimism to the mix, bathed in cold brew and served with a side of casual wear.
Yet, this is the generation that perfected the side hustle. We're entrepreneurs at heart. Companies that wish to retain us know the drill, offer us growth, but also a reason to believe in what we do. Mix in flexibility and a bit of tech, and watch us grow roots, even if those roots frequently require travel apps and adventure.
And then there's Gen Z, freshly unpacked into cubicles, armed with devices you haven't heard of, and ideologies that make entire HR departments scramble for updated manuals.
If you thought millennials were tech-savvy, Gen Z kids practically coded their way out of kindergarten.
Raised in the echo chambers of Snapchat and TikTok, their tech fluency is almost intimidating. They zoom in and out of projects with a pragmatism that belies their age, driven by a passion for inclusivity and social justice.
Their world is a global one. They expect diversity not as a policy, but as a given.
Understanding Gen Z means rejigging old templates. They're not just working for a paycheck, it's about making an impact, a measurable one at that, with environmental, social, and governance scores to match. They ask why so often, they make Socrates seem indifferent. Navigating across these generational divides isn't just about translating slang or updating software, it's about weaving the unique strengths and perspectives of each age group into a cohesive whole. As diverse as they are, their combined capabilities pose not a challenge, but a formidable force. If only one can get that Wi-Fi code sorted.